So does the new budget go far enough to help retail businesses as far as you're concerned?
Retail in many ways is a little bit of the canary in the coal mine for the overall economy. The minister talks about the cost of living and the cost of doing business, but fails to mention that government as an employer of 4,500 people and as a $1.1 billion drain on the economy is a significant contributor to those costs. So that obviously has a major impact on the ability of any of the sectors to be successful and to grow.
Will the switch in ownership from 40-60 to 60-40 have an impact?
We see lack of demand as being the primary issue in the market as opposed to lack of supply. So stimulating foreign ownership of businesses participating in the local economy, it's difficult to see how that will solve the types of problems that we're seeing in the economy. It is important that we focus on population and getting the right levels of infrastructure, the right levels of investment for the size of the population that we now have as opposed to what we had. It was good to see the move to zero-based budgeting and actually conducting an investigation on sort of what services should be provided, what are effective, what are not effective. But then the end result is that the numbers haven't changed much per ministry. So it would be nice to see a post-mortem of that. The one thing that is a little bit worrisome is that margins are particularly tight sort of across the island anyway, and yet the only focus whenever government talks about the cost of living is on squeezing profit margins that are already thin enough that companies are going out of business. So, it would be nice to instead see some sort of focus on actually reducing real costs. Again, I think stability and predictability are really important for the business community at this point in time, and the process that the minister went through and that government as a whole went through to get to this budget, I think was very helpful in that regard. So I don't think there was any surprises, and it's something we can work with.